Hello, my dear Capricorn, and welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. We're already in the middle of February here. So let's look at this mid-February love situation between you and the person you're connecting with. It's going to be your energies and your perception of the relationship. This is their energies and their perceptions. What's been happening in your relationship, and what is the current state of your relationship. Let's see what we have. Ooh, we got the Five of Wands and the Magician here. You've been trying to get something your way within this relationship. I feel like you want certain changes to happen. Like, you obviously like this relationship. You like this person for many different things. They are the ones who make you happy in many different type of ways. But I feel like you realize that this relationship can be better, and you're really wishing for this relationship to be better. And I feel like for some of you, you are actually having those big conversations where you bring in stuff up, like you're telling them, like, listen, I'm not happy about this, or maybe we should be doing something else instead of the way we've been doing it in order to have a much better union, much better partnership here. And I do feel like there's a certain level of pushback, or at least you perceive pushback as those conversations arise. For others of you, you're too scared to speak up, and because you're not speaking up, their conflict arises within this relationship where you might not even realize that, like, if you're not happy over your partner, like, not picking up, I don't know, something like socks off the floor, you end up being short with them, or you're not as loving or not as kind as you usually are, and you might not even see this behavior as you're doing it. Let's clarify a little further. The World and a Magician is getting clarified by Magician. This is insane. So you are really, 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 really wishing for something to change within this relationship. You really, really, really want something to shift. Let's see where they are. Ooh, then a High Priestess and the Emperor energy. Very strong energy. Look at all of these major arcana cards here. I feel like this person is being a little bit stubborn during this time frame, and that's why it could feel like no matter how much you bring something up, it's not getting resolved, or that's why you might feel too kind of scared to bring anything up, because you feel like they will be pushing back regardless of what you say, of what you don't say. So you might as well not say anything or not do anything, because all it leads is to conflict. Let's clarify this energy a little further. It's very stubborn energy on their behalf. Very much they might really feel like they're right in everything that they do, and they could do no wrong almost. And that could be really agitating. That could, like, that inflexible energy could be really hard to deal with. Queen of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Even though they kind of being really rigid during this time frame, from the bottom of their heart, they mean well. They want things to work out. They want happiness within this relationship. They want to resolve certain issues. However, with the Queen of Swords here, it's almost like they're not tapping into the emotional space during this time frame, and they're kind of being super defensive and very much up in their head as they're processing whatever is it that they're, that you are telling them. Like, instead of coming into this with a sense of love, they are being very much defensive because they're scared of something here. They're scared to either that You might be unhappy about things, and therefore by being the way that they are, they're not pleasing you 100%. So that could definitely indicate a sense of fear within them. But also you could have some kind of, like unresolved issues from the past where they are just unable to kind of take in any kind of criticism or advice, because automatically that makes them feel very much inferior. You know what I mean? So, and within this relationship, Queen of Swords, so it's been a little bit cold for many of you. It has been feeling like it's, like a very rational relationship, a very much, it looks good on paper, but I feel like it's been missing like that romantic aspect. It's been missing that lovey-dovey aspect within this relationship. And I think that's what you are not happy about. You want to bring in romance into your relationship. You want to have a little bit more fun with this person. You want to kind of be seen by them in a different life. Like you want to be, you want to appear sexy to them. You want to be more attractive to them, and you're just not feeling it. It's just not exactly there. For others of you, it could indicate that some kind of a betrayal has happened recently within this relationship, and that's what's making it so difficult to kind of overcome. And I feel like the betrayal came from their side, maybe, and it doesn't necessarily mean infidelity. It could also mean like some kind of a lie came out, and now pretty much anytime you bring anything up, or you want to bring anything up, they become defensive because they already feel so guilty about whatever is it that has happened, that they just revert back to that defensive space, and they don't want to even open up or consider how to change things, or at least like that's their immediate response, because they do want that happiness. They do want like that, happy family situation, happy union, most likely with you. However, they're just being way too defensive right now. And look at this. With the Empress being your current energy, I do feel like both of you are moving into this energy of, okay, let's problem solve. We do have an issue. Things are definitely not working 100% right now, or at least things can be working a lot better within this relationship for the both of us. Let's figure out a way to change it, because you do want to change it bad with the two magicians here. And they do want that happy space as well. It's just, it takes a little time and it takes a little healing to get to this place. However, the energy is available for this healing, for this union to kind of reignite and to kind of resolve whatever issues are within this connection. Let's see what the universe has for you. Wow, the Death card. Things are changing, my friend. You gotta allow this change to happen. And you gotta accept that sometimes, you can want something really bad, and you can want something really bad with this person that you're connecting with. But it does take two to be in a relationship. And it's not only up to you, but it's also up to them to be receptive and to be willing to go through this change. And the message that I'm hearing here very clearly is that let go of things, like let go of things that no longer serve you here within this relationship. If something did happen in the past that you feel like you were wronged, you were betrayed, but you still want to be with this person, you have to work on letting it go and pushing it aside in order for the new energy to build between the two of you. And it also applies to those who, like you are, because some of you could be connecting with a person who's like so dense and so defensive that they're just not even willing to hear, not even willing to accept the fact that maybe you're not happy and you want some kind of a change. And you know what? You gotta let it go. Sometimes you have to accept the fact that the other person just might not be on board with you. And unfortunately, as painful as it is, the universe is telling you, once you shed off all these things that no longer work for you, only better things will come along. And sometimes, you know, how does the universe give us messages, right? Like, can't just say, hey, you, Capricorn, do X, Y, and Z. That's your next step in life. No, it makes us feel uncomfortable. It pushes out of a situation. And if you feel like this person is not working with you and they're pushing themselves out of the situation, then maybe you gotta listen to that inner voice and see whether that's the actual message that you're getting here. But I do feel for most of you, there is a lot of energy of healing, a lot of energy of reigniting this relationship, and there's definitely an opportunity to move past whatever problems that you have during this time frame. Beautiful reading, a lot of major arcana cards, a lot of permanent changes are coming your way, my dear friend. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video and click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a super wonderful Valentine's Day.